Are you a coder who gets rejected based on no practical experience or because others have a strong LinkedIn personal brand and you don't? Your coaching institute will hate me for doing this, but I welcome you to Code to Career 30 days challenge where I have chosen these 5 total strangers out of my LinkedIn contacts and have taken up the challenge to help them go from jobless or underpaid to well paid job, that too without additional degrees and certifications in the next 30 days. If you are a coder and wants to get a well paid job, this is your golden chance to experience real project implementation from scratch that gets you a well paid job and builds your LinkedIn personal brand and also resume for absolutely free. So why just watch? Get into our WhatsApp community to experience this. Link is in the description. Now let's get started. So the reason why the project is being done from scratch, the method is not unique, is not separately a technical thing as such, but you go through the various stages of project execution, interaction between team, brainstorming, coming up with something, maybe delegate. Did anyone of you try to see that, Acha, Princey, you do this, I will do that. Let us meet and then let us join our both thing and see that we both make progress. You tell me this, I will tell you this. Did you try to do that? Or it is just that okay, let us understand and then again we'll go on our way and we will figure it out. Did you split the task among yourself?
I thought, sir, I tried to do the same, but Princey and Ajay was not ready for this thing because they try to just understand and do everything on their own, but the approach, the method will be same.
Okay. Can you be a bit specific? See, they have their idea. They are entitled to have their idea. There isn't there is no wrong with that. Or it's not a thing that okay, we have to discuss or brainstorm or judge. But what is the specific instance when they said that no, you just tell us and we want to do it ourselves? You're saying that they went said that no, Sheikh, now I understand. I want to go back and do myself. That's what they did, right?
No, no, sir. They ready, but they especially as what he said that we are putting this thing as a whole project. We are not putting that Princey has did a registration, I am did help like that. So everyone need to understand and develop means learn by
And
their
may I?
own by doing these things. So they told me that especially as that we will first we will have an idea. After that we will going to come up with we used to come up with the idea in our own ways, like you on your own way, I will do it on my.
Okay. So Ajay told like Bahubali, I myself will lift the shivling completely.
Sir, we were planning to do the I mean the function names and the variable names, everything same. And once if someone gets stuck, so that the other person because everybody the approach and the variable names and function names and the way to put that into the code was like we were planning to do it in same way, so that if someone gets stuck, some other person among the three I mean among the five because at the day when we met with we were with three Sheikh, Ajay and me was only there, so we thought so three of us would go with the same variable names, function names, and how to implement that also will go the same way. And if somebody gets stuck, they are if the others can guide. So, but that didn't actually work because we were not able to meet after that. yesterday there was a meeting, but I couldn't able to join.
Okay. Priyanka is busy with her LinkedIn post. Priyanka, are you busy with your LinkedIn post? Okay. So you're just a spectator. She told that, oh, okay, you three people do it. My code anyways is to some level.
No. I could not complete the code, so I was just doing some formatting.
You did the coding?
Yeah, I did.
Which function?
I completed the whole thing as per my understanding.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can you share and execute?
Yeah, I can do that. Not sure if all the things are handled there.
No, we'll go through the code. No, not an issue.
Yeah. So I have done I will run it in the GDP compiler only. Okay.
Yeah, online GDP. Yeah, please.
Because I haven't created separate files yet.
No, not
I
an
was
issue.
just seeing that if it will work. I can share my screen, right?
Please go ahead. Yes, you can.
Is my screen visible?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Do you want me to run the code or explain the code first?
No, once you run the code once.
Okay. So I have added set, get, and help command. So I will first use the help command. So this is what the help command displays.
Okay.
And now I can use set command. There are some debug values. That's why these things are coming. So
Yeah.
the final thing is this one, setting value to 50. This is
Okay.
the final thing.
Hmm.
And I can get the same temp value. So whatever I set, I am getting that value only. So these are again debug commands.
Yeah. So now let us go to the functions, individual functions. From the
Okay,
beginning,
yeah.
let us have a code walkthrough.
Yeah. So I have created a macro which contains the maximum commands. That is a value 10. And I have the prototype for this function pointer. And this is the main structure for our commands that include command, function pointer, help text, and the expected number of parameters.
Yeah.
And this is the array for storing that command functions. And this is the set value which I am setting, that the temperature. So I've kept it global so that I will get the same value in the get. And this is my register command, which is having 4 arguments as command, function pointer, help text, and then number of parameters. Can you see the number of parameters? Or I need to scroll.
Okay. Command count is less than max command. Okay.
Yeah. Then we are, then I am just assigning it in the on the array, all the values which I have get in the register command function. I am storing it in the array for that particular command for command count. And if it is exceeding the maximum command count, then it will print that error that the maximum number of commands have reached.
Okay. Any specific reason why command count is flagged as static or it is static?
Yeah. So I have called register command one by one in my main function. So it should retain its value once the another function gets called. That's why static is used, so that it doesn't lost the previous count.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And This is my display help function, which gives the general help, displays the general help functionality.
If you want to work with me personally, where I guarantee to work with you until you secure a well paid job, book a one on one call with me. Link is in the description.
I am calling this uh, whenever any wrong command gets entered, so that user will get to know that what is all there in the system. So
Okay.
this is just for that. I'm just iterating it through maximum commands and printing the value of help text. Help text string.
Got it. Yes.
Yeah. The next function is process command and execute the command. So this has two things. Shall I first go to the main so that I can explain these first?
Yeah, please. Whatever you feel.
Yeah. See, this is the main command. This is the main function, sorry, in which I am calling the register command function with its appropriate arguments. And once this is done, I'm taking a input buffer through which I'm taking the input from the standard input from my keyboards. So this is the buffer, and while one is to keep it running. And I have this printf, which says enter command, which you saw when I was executing it. And it gets the standard input from user through fgets function, which uses input buffer, which I declared here, and its size. And until it is null, it will keep on getting the values from the user. Okay. And then I'm checking for the new line. If there is any new line, if user has entered any new line, then it might make the command, command invalid. So just to make sure that part that it gets valid command, I have added the null at the last. And then here I'm splitting the command and the arguments, means the number of parameters. So command is here I'm using a string function, tokenizing function. What it does is it separates as per this second argument. So once it receives the input buffer, means let us suppose set what it receives, and then when it sees space, it puts only set in my command variable, and the rest goes to the argument. Here I have created one character array pointer, which is storing my arguments. So let us suppose for set I have set temp 50. So that temp 50, these two are parameters, right? So they should be stored separately. So that's what I'm doing in this while until it gets the last null part. And once it receives everything in the argument, I call the process command function, where it checks that command is not null. Okay, and now the process command gets called. Process command has the command and the arguments in it. So I'll go above now. Yeah. So this is my process command function. It is looping till the maximum commands, and it is checking if the command is null for the particular array, and if the input command and the command which I have entered is same through this string comparison function. And then we had a requirement of checking the number of parameters, right? So I'm taking the number of parameters from the particular array, and then again I'm calculating the number of parameters which I have put here. Okay, and if they matches, or for help I have kept the -1 as the expected number of parameters. So if they matches or the expected number of parameters is -1, then the particular then the corresponding function pointer gets called. And if there is any mismatch in the parameters, then this message gets displayed on the console. And if this fails, means if the string comparison fails or my command is not proper, then I display the unknown command and I call the display help function, which displays all the commands which I have in my system. Okay. And from application part, I haven't done much. So I'm just taking an input and displaying it. Maybe I'll work on it. So this is my set command. This is my get command. And this is the help command. So set command is just what I'm receiving from the input. I'm setting that value and displaying it. Get command is what was set. It will display the same value. And help command, we have two features, that the help general help, which will display the help text of all the parameters, and we have help for particular command. So I'm checking that if after help command in the argument, if I have anything, then it means that I have I have received a help request for some command. So I display that value here. So let us suppose if I receive help set, then shall I enter here help set?
Yeah, please.
It will show what set contains. So for set text, I have registered help for command set sets a value. So that's what get displays. And if I if I add only help here, then it will go to the help else part and go to the display help function.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that much only we have done.
Great. So first question, did you account for the set command having more number of parameters?
No, that's what I need to work on. Because currently it is just taking the argument 1 and setting that value, but it may be that 2 and 3 arguments might have that value which needs to be set.
No, anyways,
So
that you set at the beginning only, right? My question is, you say to the command that set should have 2 arguments or 3 arguments. If there are more than 3 arguments, what are you going to do? Incorrect number of parameters is handling
yes,
case, right?
yes.
Okay. So there you are ensuring that first you are ensuring that the command, whether you have entered set or get or that string comparison, anyways you are doing string compare, right? At
Yes,
the beginning you are
yes,
doing string compare. Can you go a
yes.
bit above? The string
Yeah,
compare
here.
is all about this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine. Why not equal to null? Why are you checking that?
I'm just checking if, let us suppose if set SE and anyone puts a gap in between. So that will fail that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even without not null also, the moment they put SE, the string compare anyways is going to fail. So that.
Yeah, but I haven't used str and CMP. So in some cases it might fail. I need to use str and CMP, then I can remove it. Then I
Yeah,
can give
because
the total number of length it has to compare.
yeah, got it.
Yeah.
So the number of characters you did not mention, so you took care
Yeah.
of in other way.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the other we have that then individually reading parameters in the process, you also took care of individually becoming the parameters also, right?
Yes.
Yeah, can we go to that code once for the people to really understand that how the problem has been split? So expected number of parameters, if parameters not or expected number of parameters is equal to provided parameters.
Yes. And
Yeah, if
provided
this is-
parameters is getting called from, it is getting calculated from this argument array.
yeah, but see that semantics and the way that people use might be different, but this is a logical flow. First, you select
Yeah.
that the command is actually present. Then you say that the command that is present is the one that I have sent. String comparison is actually doing that. And then I see whether there are expected number of parameters or not. If everything is there, now I am ready to go and invoke my function with the argument.
Yes.
Okay. Now the question is, how do I know whether the function that you invoked really executed the job or not?
Really executed the job or not? Means
The
this
sense,
set get
in the
function, you
sense,
mean?
yeah.
So I'm
Yeah,
printing these
because
values, right?
yeah, but embedded device might not be always having a printf, right?
Yeah. So I mean, if you have some application where you can put LED as an indicator that shows your job got done.
Yeah, for that, if the function itself is not returning, what will you do? See, at the end, application has the onus of executing something, but
Yeah,
CLI infra has the obligation to understand whether the execution triggered by the application went through fine or not.
yeah.
Are you getting what I'm trying to say? CLI
I mean,
infra
I'm
says,
understanding what you're saying,
CLI
but what
says
did
that,
I miss? I did not understand.
CLI infra says that, okay, application, you registered this function with me. So whenever I will do the validation of all these things, you go and execute it. So application will execute.
Yeah.
Somehow application has to say that, oh, okay, I'm done with the execution. So that the CLI infra knows that application reached its terminal point, or the function really
Okay, you mean I should have some flag which indicates that the job is done?
flag, or maybe a return value.
Yeah, flag in the sense of return value.
Yeah, the set command should be having certain return value. I mean, the
Yeah,
handler should return something, right?
yeah.
How about the case wherein the handler understood that I have 10 parameters, but I was able to give 20 parameters, but I was able to give only 10 parameters. 10 more parameters are still there with me. What should CLI do now?
It should wait.
How will it wait?
Or it should throw some error, like if it is not received in certain timing.
Mhm. Here, where is the issue of time at all? There is nothing like we are not even starting a timer, or we are not even thinking of timing an event, right? The question of timing itself here does not arrive. What I'm saying is, if the handler, forget about handler, if the application has more information to give, CLI
Yeah, it should have a buffer.
CLI need not know that there is so much, right? Ideally speaking, the CLI need not know that there is extra output that is going to come. It just triggered the function, did the verification of what is the command given to me, do I have it? Fine. What are the number of parameters sent by the user? These many. Are these the legitimate number of parameters? Okay. Now let me call the handler with the parameters. That's what
Yeah.
CLI infra knows. And it actually delegates, or it actually tells the application that you give me the function. I am just a play holder of that, and I will trigger. Essentially, I am entering into your zone only, and I am triggering that function. Now, how much ever you give, I will just store it and I will give it back. Application
Yeah.
only has to say that, hey, wait, I have few more. So the responsibility is more with the CLI, somehow to understand that application has something more to give. And that something more to give should be coming from application only to the CLI infra, right?
Yeah.
How do you think you can handle that?
I need to use a buffer storage for that. Separately.
How big a buffer? If you want to work with me personally, where I guarantee to work with you until you secure a well paid job, book a one-on-one call with me. Link is in the description. Remember, it's an embedded device, right?
Yeah.
Let us say I have 20 characters to return. I have a space for one character only. Still, the CLI infra should be able to work. Maybe it will take the 20 iterations. I don't care. Slowly, tuck, 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 those characters may be coming on LCD. Or some design pattern, or some pattern of LED might be glowing. C, B, A, Q, something. I can wait for that, right? One by one character
Yeah.
appearing also, I can wait. but I can't expect that CBAQ, then MNFP, something has to come, but that they are not at all coming is a bigger issue for me. They coming with certain delay is okay for me. Do you agree?
Yeah.
So how do you handle that? Think about it. I'm not now. It is bit involved, so you need to think about it.
Yeah, I'll think and try to modify the code.
Sir, I think,
Hmm?
according to my understanding, that the application should return one if still something is there in the application point of view. Let's some 19 characters are there after sending one character. So
Hmm.
it will return after returning one character, it will return one for everything is there. And till the command line is getting one, it will invoke the application again and again. If the application has sent zero, then it will stop. Okay. The application has sent everything. I does not need to invoke or disturb the application again. As far as my understanding, maybe I am wrong.
No, brilliant. Something like this is how it has to be done. But you have to play that handshake between CLI and infra a little bit tactfully. You have perfectly set the solution. So something the application has to say as a written statement, and that is why I asked her, what is the written state of handler? The written state of handler means a lot for the CLI infra, because there is no other way for the CLI infra to know what is happening on the application side, right? It's the application which has to tell based on certain written value that there is some information yet to be given, or I am done with it, or something like that. Okay. So you got the hint, Priyanka. Yeah, well done. Great. So just adjust this thing, and we have that get parameters is there, and we have the multiple number of inputs if they are given, how to sort it out. That anyways we are not thinking as of now, but you can put it as other thing. One is anyways the admin and password kind of stuff, some encryption. These are all some enhancement that we can think of. But this is the only thing I believe. The only case for you is if the application has more input to give, what to take, how to take care of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll work on it.
Yes. So anyone have?
I did it, sir, today, but only with the positive cases as you told, and I also got through the get parameters a little bit. I tried it. I want to show it, but I send it the file from Linux to Windows. I don't know how it will work on Visual Code. I will try.
No, it's okay. Even if it is not executing, we will see the code flow.
Okay, sir. I haven't downloaded it. It will take some time, sir. Just
Okay.
give me some minutes.
Yeah, Ajay, Princey.
Sir, I stuck in processing part only. I need to know more, I need to know about more how to process it. Like, not yet done, sir. Processing part.
Okay. Princey,
I'm also not yet done, sir.
which one did you not do?
Actually, I am on the Fridays part only, sir. I've not done anything on Saturday and Sunday because there was an unexpected party on Saturday and Sunday. It was
Okay.
somebody quickly arranged it, and I had to take part in it. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, no issues. See, Ajay, coming to your case, when you said that process command, we have already discussed, so I will now refresh a little bit your memory with respect to the chapter 5 content, use case, sequence diagram, and all those things. So you all have one working for code from Priyanka. I know I told that you individually have to write, but now I would say take code from her if she gives you, then run it.
It's not something patented I can give. It's not a problem.
Yeah, you do it because there are some things that can be improved on that. But at
Yeah.
the point of time, we will stay with this code that you understand what is happening. Because now the restriction is that we can go for only 10 commands. But if it is a linked list, that the things can go much beyond than that. Because you have a dynamic memory and you can go for 20 commands, 25 commands also, and all those things. If you want to work with me personally, where I guarantee to work with you until you secure a well paid job, book a one-on-one call with me. Link contextual help, something related to contextual help, all those kind of things. The point I want to make now, especially with respect to process command for other people to really understand, which actually we have dealt it earlier, based on which even Priyanka split the problem into 2 steps. First is based on the chapter 5, whatever the structured programming. When you start narrating, even before that, let us go one step beyond and take that use case where I have to have this use case of processing the command. There is a user and he is saying that here is the string, process it. Now the string, we very well understood that it has to adhere to the understanding that we are trying to impose, that there is a command and there are set of parameters. How many parameters we doesn't know. We don't have to know at the use case level. But now when we come to the sequence diagram level, and in between when we are using this class responsibility collaboration card technique, the user will actually say that, hey, look, CLI infra, I have a command. Okay, then the CLI infra will say, oh, okay, give it to me. But it's a string. Okay, give it to me. I will hold it in a string only. You're getting my point? So the user will give a string, which means your CLI infra should have a mechanism to hold a string. Yeah. Now in Priyanka's case, when the command string was coming, Priyanka, did you have a code or a check or something which restricts the size of the command string as such, which contains command parameters?
Yeah, the buffer I took, the
Yeah.
size of it.
Yes. So there is always certain restriction because I cannot indefinitely have any length of command. There will be certain higher threshold limits and all those things, which you have to ensure that will not be overflowed. I should say, or what should I say? Maybe it is not acknowledged and we go beyond. Those kind of cases will not exist. It is certain length and it will be certain length. And that is something which we ensure during our coding only. Set and then the command sizes and all those things. To understand that it is not that when we are trying to solve something that we are solving for every case, that's highly impossible. We are abstracting away or we are trying to fit the problem within certain restrictions. Every product has its own restrictions, right? So we have to be a little bit realistic when it comes to this. Now, this realistic nature also will dawn upon us when we start playing our CRC card technique. Because now the CLI infra will say, hey, application or hey, user, you cannot give me a string of infinite length. Like infinite length in the sense, for me, anything beyond my capacity is an infinite only. But you cannot give me 50 characters. Give me 12 characters, 13 characters, because my maximum size is 15 characters, which includes the space and all those things. So some restriction. Now you see, because when I'm saying these statements, it implies that the process command should be holding certain memory to first hold it. Sorry, hold the command. Now the process command also will say that maybe it will not say to anyone. Now it is a responsibility. The responsibility of the process command is now saying that I will process the command. Okay, now start narration of that responsibility. My responsibility is to ensure that correct command has been provided as input. First one. So that's where the string comparison is coming. That whatever is the command that has been given by the user, do I have it in my database? None of the string matches, which means that there is this command not existing. Now focus here. When I say none of the commands match, it means that I am looping over all my commands or my database. Got it?
Not registered.
Yeah, not registered. That is obvious. That is there. But what I am trying to say is that because of this class responsibility collaboration technique, after which I go to sequence diagram, what I am saying is I have to have a looping mechanism that I am going through all the commands. So in the process command, because of this narration that I am talking about, which is now my responsibility, I'm no more collaborating with the user. User has already given me the string, right? Now my responsibility starts. My responsibility starts with ensuring that whatever the command string, the command part of the input string, am I having that command registered with me or not? And how do I do that? I loop through all the things. Why should I loop through all the things? Because I myself I am saying that my responsibility is to check that the command string is actually present with me or not. For which I have to visit every node and or every array element and check, right? For loop is automatically coming when I am narrating this. So that is taken care. I understood that the string comparison should happen in a for loop. That is also taken care. Now I say that, okay, I got the command. Now, are there any parameters to it? I will go and check how many parameters are there for that particular command. 2, 5, whatever. Then I go and pick up from the command string which has been provided by the external entity to my CLI infra. I split the string, which is where Priyanka use the function string token, strtok, tokenizing a string. And what is the element that is playing part in tokenizing? Space. You have to give to the string token function that this is the string and split the string based on this token. Here the token that she has given is the space. And we already agreed that parameters of the command input are separated by spaces. Now she did that, she got the number of count, and that she compared with already registered command number of parameters. If they don't match, you straight away go and say that it is not possible. Anyways, if the string itself is not found, string in the sense the command itself is not found, you go and say that command itself is not registered. Now you are done with both these two checks. Now you are sure command is there, number of parameters are correct. Now you call the function pointer with the parameters. Which function pointer? The function pointer that got registered with that particular command with the parameters. Are you checking the sanity of parameters at this point of time? No. Why? CLI infra need not have to worry about the parameters. If you want to work with me personally, where I guarantee to work with you until you secure a well-paid job, book a one-on-one call with me. Link is in the description. Now it goes back to your requirements document. Nowhere in the requirement document it was mentioned that the CLI infra has to take care of parameters. When I say parameters, the type, the limits, whatever it could be. It needs to worry only with respect to the number of parameters. The quantity, not the type. Clear? Once it is done, you call the function pointer that has been registered with the parameters. Whatever happens inside that, I don't know. The only thing that was missing from Priyanka's code was that once this function gets executed, some return value should be told to CLI infra. Right? Because now she has printf, she's just printing and she's saying it. But in a real life, it can't work like that. So the CLI infra needs to know that, can I wait? Do I not wait? Is the function really executed? Did it stuck up somewhere? If so, what should I do? There may be the timing aspect that she was mentioning, right? Might play some role. That too, if we put it, that the moment I trigger the function pointer, right? I invoke it. Maybe I start a timer. Some event. Need not be always timer, but I expect that, okay, it should happen. Clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now you should be able to go and implement.
Sir, shall I share?
Yeah, you are given permission. Please go ahead and share.
Sir, it is visible.
Yes, it is.
Um, I don't know how to exactly run the code in Visual Studio Code because I'm not using Windows for a long time. So I try to explain here only. I use this thing header files and I declare struct parameter v because
Can we see your command head.h?
yes.
No, the header file. You have
Yes.
included some header file, right?
Yes, sir. It is visible, sir.
Yeah,
As
please. So you are going for 5 commands. Name
yes,
is
sir.
10 characters, help is 10 characters, and your function pointer is taking const char, and it is also taking an int. So what is the int and what is the that constant character array?
Sir, here our in our struct command structure, we have a third member as a function pointer. So this function pointer used to get the address of the function. So everything need to be same, the return type and the input values. So
Return type
here,
is I understood. The parameters what it is taking is a
total.
string. The first parameter is string and the second parameter is int, right? What is that int for?
Sir, here the total constant character string is total number of string, and here the int is taking is for future development. It is not for now. It is for future development. By giving direct the index value, you can jump to the index like you have given 3. It will directly have a header like head or like
So,
a pointer.
sir, I have a call, sir. I have to take their call.
Yeah, please,
Shall I?
please, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, the second parameter is something which is a direct index to the
Yeah.
Element of the array, right?
Yeah, pointer. So if you put that, you will directly get the thing which you like the variable which you want, and you can directly invoke it. So it is same for both the pointer and here for both the pointer and the function.
Got it. Okay. So struct param is struct command and struct param. So what is that param? Int temp character, and you have 3 and int press.
Sir, here int temp is for temperature, int press for pressure value is something I have given for along with set and get. There need to be some parameters. So it need to set some values like temp and pressure, something it need to do. I still doesn't uh, thought all those things, but I just developed a structure where in the set in the what you say in your command
Okay,
interpreter function.
you made a structure which has temperature or parameter, and the command is set or get.
Yeah, sir. So when set will be there, it will going to set these values, and when get will be there, it will convert those values and print on the screen.
Understood. Okay, that you are holding it in your in a structure. Okay, and line
Yes.
number 15, int command inter.
A command interpreter function, sir. It is.
Okay, okay, got it. Yeah, let us go to your app 1.c.
Yes, sir. Sir, I doesn't thought about minimizing and using some standard terms for all these things as Priyanka has did, because I just first thought about to make my code functional. First, it should work. A later part of time, I can rearrange it. So here,
Then let us go with main. No, if we see the main, then we can trace functions back from main.
app, okay. Yes, sir. Just wait a minute, sir.
This app 1.c, you have main. Okay, test 1.c.
Yes, sir. So, sir, here we have a structure. Struct command pointer, which is going to point our uh, uh, array of structure, which contained all those things. And due to some technical issues, like getting swapper file in the Linux, so I need to put all those things on a global, like putting all the declaration on above. But I thought to put them in the header file. Here I have declared a array of structure which have 5 here, and if it is null, then it is failed to create. If it is created, it will show us a message like this. And after that, I have here I define two user like developer. I define two things like help and blink. Uh, After these two things, like ARR of 0 and ARR of 1, you have the access so that you can put your respect whatever structure you want, or whatever command structure you want, you can put there. But 0 and 1 are default, you can't remove them. After that, when I am entering to
Okay,
the
can you go
main,
up? I want to see that RV. What is that RV plus plus? RV is
RB,
some global variable.
yeah, it is a global variable of unsigned character. So
Hmm.
it is used to represent our total number of commands. Like you can't exit more than that, RV. So whenever any command is getting registered, it will show you RV plus plus.
Yeah, got it, got it. Yeah, go ahead.
And here
So this
also
is
I
your registration. You are doing the registration. That's it, as of now.
no, sir. Here in main, I have to put two things like by default. Then I doing register. I did something with registration and also did something with the process also. But it is not possible to show here, and I don't know what happened due to some technical glitch. I can't able to download the Zoom in Linux, so that's why I'm shifting the files here. So here in the main, when you are coming, you will get a like it is a continuous running process because of while one, and here you are taking the string like help or register or process. For help, type directly help, or whatever help you need, you can type just also like help set, help get, help blink, like that. Except for help, you can't go for help. And after that, if I am doing like this, if there is anything like space or anything, it will check here. After here we are starting with 0, the string which we receive. If there is anything is space, it will go and put the string like temp from the space, like you have given help space set. After help, whatever you are giving, it will come here in the set, and we will checking that thing here in that by using that index value zp ip.name, like this. If both are same, it will go and get that particular index help. Otherwise, you will get if you type only help, you will get help like this. And yeah, you will get only help. And as I have given here already, like for registration, you need to type one, and for process, you need to type two. Only two functions are there. So I have put like a character should be greater than 0 character. So it will come and check that it is it between 0 and 1 only. Then it will convert that thing and into A. Then it will putting here in the case of this, and it will again check the register value need to be less than 5. If not, then it will print simply that command is command has reached its limit. You can't register. If not, you will come here and you will enter some string and some parameters like set two. Set only two, so you can put that thing and it will go into register.
Okay.
So in register, if again it is checking one thing that the command which you have entered, it is already registered or not. If it is already registered, it will show you register, or it will it will it will look for the command. For here, RSTR is the receiving string. It will look for three things.
Sheikh, one question, one question. Did you compile this code on
Yeah.
Linux?
Yes, sir.
Did it go through?
Yes, sir. I didn't go through all the negative cases as per
No, I'm just asking, did the compilation go through?
Yes, sir. Even I got the result of output also. Both in the for register and process, I able to set it, and even I able to process the set. Only one case I used to did today.
Okay. Hmm.
Because I am bonded to only 5 things, so I am only doing these things like get set these things. It will come and it will take RST. In RST, it will take your first command, whatever set get whatever maybe concat whatever, and it will check with this.
Okay, the reason
string.
why I asked this question, I'm understanding what you are saying. I got your registration, and I also understood your logic of where in the first instance itself you are ensuring that the blink and the help command are already they are there in the 0th index and the first index. But I have one question. Can you go up? The reason because of which I asked this, line number 20.
Line number 20. Yeah.
Yeah. There, the first statement is not concluding, right? Either you don't have semicolon, you don't have a terminating colon character, or you don't have a opening brace.
Sir, for if it will take the whole statement as a one thing, no, sir. So for it will consider
Hey,
the
not
whole.
if is okay. See, if has a
Hmm.
opening brace, but for where is the opening brace for fur?
Yeah, it is not having opening brace, but it
Yeah,
will
it is not
consider.
even having the concluding colon also, right? Semicolon also is not there. So,
It
so
is
line number 20 ideally is a syntax error, right?
no, sir, it is working, sir. I don't know actually here how to run it, but if possible, I will show you. Sir, it will, what is, it is actually what you are thinking is that in for, if we put only one statement, it will run. How it able to not giving syntax error, because it will considering this, if we statement as a single statement, not as a block. So it will run after that. If I put anything extra after that, it will not come under that for loop.
Okay, now I got it. Okay, one second. Can you stay there only?
Yeah, sir. Why not?
So okay, name RSTR you are saying. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
It is mainly registering thing.
Concat. Come down, process command.
Yeah, sir.
Char command 10 for I. So you followed the same thing like for and command.
Yes, sir. In the starting only, I have taken the index.
Yeah, you are considering if it is not equal to space, you are incrementing. And then one by one character you are copying into the command. Then the command you are comparing. Okay, you are comparing. Okay, you got it in the command and you are comparing now with the complete ZP. If it is found, it means you are breaking, and you are now comparing the name of the command. Now, if it is 0, it means the command is already existing. Then you are get param CPTR. Now, where is that CPTR? CPTR is this. Okay, get param. So the get param function you have anyways.
It will just give you the number of spaces. For example, set temp 2 is there. You have 2 spaces, it will give you only 2. And after getting this in RES, that yeah, resulting if you are getting something, it will print.
If you want to work with me personally, where I guarantee to work with you until you secure a well paid job, book a one on one call with me. Link is in the description. Yeah, I got it. Because now here, so you also applied anyways the same logic. See, first thing is you are doing the command whether it is present or not in the first 0 condition. Line number 89, you are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Iterating over everything and you are getting the command is there or not. Then once it is there, string comparison returns true. Then you are comparing the name and the command. Anyways, you are doing twice. I don't know why. The second 92 statement itself under if under for should work. But you are doing a 89, 88 to 91. You are just doing it once. Again, you are doing it for the second time.
Yeah, sir. First one for loop, this one also, yeah, this 87. I can do that thing in for loop only, sir, but it is not understandable. Whenever if I show to you, it will
Okay,
not
and I'll tell you one more thing. See, you have for loop ix, right? Index. In the for loop, you have an index called ix.
Yeah, sir.
By the time you are done with your 88 to 91, the ix value would have already changed. 88 to 91, जो ix का value है, because of ix plus plus, it would have already reached to certain level. It is not no more 0. So what you are saying, like in your case, it is working because the ix value is not getting changed. You have already reached the command which is already there. Ix is 2 or 3. Nobody is changing it. That's why you are again doing the same check. But had it been some other case where ix value changes, you are from 92, it will not work. You got what I'm trying to say?
Yes, I need to put static.
You don't have to put to starting because of your first statement, ix has already reached to a level where your command is true, and that's why instead of putting break, all these things that you are doing, you could have done inside that if statement only, is what I am trying to say. Okay, anyways, you get number of parameters, then you did all the things. Temp value is command is okay. Command interpreter, can you come down? Command interpreter, will let us see quickly.
It is not in a formal way.
Okay. See, now one very quick inputs in your code. You have thought through the problem. Only thing is that you have thought so much about the problem that your code went this side, that side, this, that, and so many things. I would say if I were to be in your place, I will write down all my thoughts, give them proper names, and then get to the coding. Do lot of paperwork in consolidating my thoughts, that flow chart or whatever. Give names to variables and all those things, some descriptive names, some little bit elaborative names and all those things, and then go for coding. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Today is the first day now, sir. I put all those things. Still have a little bit confusion that this may not this function variable should not get mismatched with other. So in that illusion, I have just try to just make a code which will work. That's it. Yeah, I am thinking I will do, sir. I need to refine and I will reduce this
Okay.
code, sir.
So for other
Sir,
people, Ajay and Princey, just get in
Yes.
touch with Priyanka, get her code, use printf statements or whatever. Ajay would have already written some code, but I would highly recommend that because he is stuck up in process command, take her code, put prints, and understand what it is, so that in the next class we will put all the things. Everybody can have the same code, everybody can reach the same thing. Tomorrow we will discuss a bit about how to understand all these things and put it in our resume, so that it makes that the finally the project is in the resume, right? We'll brainstorm around it. Yeah.
Yes.
yes, sir.
If you want to work with me personally, where I guarantee to work with you until you secure a well paid job, book a one on one call with me. Link is in the description. Any doubts? Now I want you to really coordinate and I understand it a bit. Debug it more. Now there is nothing like much debugging, but actually get the flow how it is. Retrace the steps back from the use case till the code now. Ensure that the requirements are all falling in place and the code is really doing what it is supposed to do and aligns or is aligning with the requirements. Yeah.
Yes.
Any question? So Sheikh, you can stop sharing.
Yeah, sir. I just want to discuss this thing, sir. Here, as we know, that we are taking all the things like set, temp, and some value like 45. So still, I what I thought to convert that 45 back to a converted variable and put into v our structure in some like 25 temp here, like temp here. So I got a lot of what you say errors. So I come over my errors by putting this code into some other testing file. I test on this thing, this part, only
Yes,
this
Sheikh,
part.
these logics I am able to understand. If you want to work with me personally, where I guarantee to work with you until you secure a well paid job, book a one on one call with me. Link is in the description.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The small thing I want to share. Yes, sir. Thank you.
But what I am trying to say is take Priyanka's code, it will add more value to your thought process is clear. You have all the things. That's why I'm saying you write everything on a piece of paper. Your logic is correct, your flow is correct, everything. Only thing is that your thoughts were going in multiple directions, that for everything you wanted to name. You don't have to name so many variables for so many things and struggle so much to get the things done. Yeah?
Yes, sir. Yes, I understood, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Any other question? Else we can conclude the call. Tomorrow we will go a little bit and we will understand the LinkedIn stuff again and also the resume part, and we will see how this project can fit into your resume. where you can have beautiful stories around this particular project, a compelling use case, so that you can use it really in your next interviews. Yeah.
Yes.
And in the last, we will do a complete journey again, because I know these few people require some multiple repetitions, and we will add a bit of debugging and testing, and we will also try to understand how the process command really can take care of this multiple outputs to the user. Yeah. So Princey, you need to gear up, get the code, and start understanding the flow. Yeah. Okay then. See you all tomorrow. Yeah. Good day and good night. Bye.
Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
thank you. Bye.
Goodbye, sir.